games to 1 second set. And won the first one going away. Agassi has got to come back in this game. Becker serves too well on this stuff. Oh, that's very good.
It was like a two-handed backhand smash.
Tough shot. And high backhand volley. Still break point.
You know that Becker wants this game. He wants to get that break and get into the showers. He had a late night last night, and that didn't finish against Brad Gilbert till after midnight.
He got the line. Agassi doesn't like it. He wants a wide call. He's not going to get it. And the breaker serve goes to Boris Becker. It is 3 games to 1. The crowd, you know, the German folks that were here last night, not that much in evidence. There's kind of a hush. They're surprised by this.
Last night was much more competitive, though.
Oh, yeah.
Much more. And the thing is, this is the feature match because Agassi is such a crowd pleaser. I mean, these people want this match to go well, but Agassi, he's got the fire, but he hasn't the heat of Becker. They're not even in the same category, at least not this year.
Well, Agassi said that he's an entertainer. Becker's a tennis player. I don't think entertainers make great tennis players.
Well, if they win, they do. You know, Ilie Nastase, boy, when he was winning, he was a great entertainer. But when he was losing,
that's true.
It wasn't as much fun to watch him. And that's I think Agassi, you know, that could be true of Agassi as well. And last year he won a lot. This young man, Agassi won 6 titles. He got to 2 Grand Slam semis. I mean, it was a lot of fun to be there. It was a fun year. It was a fun ride for him and for us to watch.
And he admitted he knew that this year was going to be a lot tougher and a lot more pressure than it has been. But you can't do anything against a serve like that. Becker is just, as we said earlier, when he gets that rhythm on the serve going, that momentum, he's awesome.
This one for 4 games to 1. 3 points for it.
See, I find Becker enormously entertaining, and he just by his tennis alone and the manner in which he plays his game.
Boris Becker has got this match under control and then some. 6-1 and 4-1. Backhand, something really quite special. You see the way he takes the racket back. I unfortunately got that a little too quickly in front of myself. He lets that go. Try and take it back for you. Here I'm trying to work this thing. Here we go. Now watch at this point. See how he uses his wrist into this backhand side. See how there's a little bit of wrist work in it. And again, at this point there, his arms are pretty much well into his body. But watch the racket head as it comes through. Kind of a wristy shot. The other interesting thing was, you see how it's an open stance. One-handed players do not hit ever with an open stance. The two-handed players can, because it is half of a forehand. Some of the things that I thought you might find interesting on the Agassi two-handed backhand. He's in all kinds of trouble. 1-4 in the second set. Agassi to serve. Interestingly, Fred, the criticisms of Agassi are very similar to those against Ivan Lendl years ago. You know, no guts, no volley, tanking matches. And
And as
Lendl turned things around.
soon as Lendl won his first Grand Slam title, it turned around. I hope it does for Agassi, because I think he's a nice young fella, but some of the things he does on the tennis court, people question.
I like about him is the excitement he generates. You know, this crowd, they're alive for this match.
Well, as we said, this is the feature match, and they love Becker here, but you hear the squeals for Agassi. You don't hear them for Becker. There they go right now.
Certainly two of the sport's charismatic stars. Here is Boris Becker serving at 4-2, and Agassi really has not made an impression on Becker's serve. He's got to do something to turn it around. Tough to see what. Line ball.
Yep. Becker finished up his last service game with 3 aces. Another one in this game. %61% first serves in. 93% when he gets that first serve in.
I mean, so he's only lost with a couple of points in this match when he doesn't get his first serve in. And when he gets that higher percentage in, what the heck are you going to do? What can anybody do against him? 30 love. That is 7 aces for Becker.
You got to wish those out, don't you, when you see those things whistle by?
See, don't tell me this guy's not a showman. There is the showman, but Becker, he enjoys himself as well. Let's see if he serves. He's going to serve. So Agassi gets out from under the bushes. They're surely going to replay that. Becker's ready to walk. He thinks he's won the point. He has a point. Becker says, okay, if you want me to do it again, I think I got it in me. It's 40 love, remember.
He says, do you want to do it again? And Agassi says, it's up to you.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, I'll have to see it. Both smiling, having fun. He'd love to have got an ace there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, finish each last 2 service games off with 3 in a row. That's unreal.
Game point. .40-15, Becker gives him a hand. There is no more classy individual in our sport than the man you're looking at. 22 years old, and he has the maturity of a middle-aged man. Game to Becker, 6-1, 5-2, and we come back. Agassi will serve to try to stay in it, and it won't be easy. Agassi trying to stay in the match at 2-5, and I don't know, Fred, it doesn't look good for him, does it? He was annihilated last night by Stefan Edberg, and here against Becker, same kind of story, even worse actually, 6-1, and he wants to maintain some pride and hold on to this serve.
I think this completes the 89 year for Andre Agassi, and he's got to regroup and be ready for the Australian Open in January. Let's see what 1990 brings for him. He's a talented youngster. He's had a good year this year. Started off a little shaky. Only won one tournament. That was in Orlando. But still has come through with a world ranking of number 7 to get here into the Masters. Brilliant forehand from Andre Agassi, and watch the angle he gets on this. Creates nearly another two-handed backhand smash. That sets up the drop shot for him. Becker can't get that one.
Game point Agassi to collect his 3rd game and of this set and 4th for the match. Agassi holds on. Becker will try to close him out on this serve game at 5-3 now in the second.